Chosen ones, where you are. Chosen ones back with another powerful and productive video, right? Great. Chosen ones, someone is crying over you now after days, after weeks, after months, after years of ignoring you. Oh, yes, chosen one. With such a person thinks, oh, yes, they are only playing some psychological game on you, right? To get you, so obsessed with them, so attached to them for you to be clinging on them so that they can manipulate you emotionally. They can blackmail you. Yes, they thought, oh, they will take your emotional control and control you after that. People do that. They will intentionally ignore you, thinking, oh, you're gonna be desperate, you're gonna be needy, you're gonna be begging, you're gonna be sending, text upon text, message upon message, a whole lot of things. But not you, chosen one. This one has backfired. Oh, yes, chosen one. This is an interesting topic that we need to talk about, right? So if you click on this video right now, I'm telling you, it is not by accident. You got to make sure you finish what you have started. Oh, yes, chosen one. You need to be among the 10% of people all over the world that finish what they started. About 90% of people, whatever they start, they aren't able to finish, but not a chosen one. If you are truly a chosen one, whatever you start, you should be able to finish it. Whether it is book, whether it is movie, whether it is whatever, an inspirational message, motivational message, a content, something you're learning, you need to exercise patience. This is a skill that is going to help you. I'm telling you, the way you do one thing is the same way you are going to do other things. So if you are consistent in doing one thing, it means you are going to be consistent in everything, in building your relationship, in building your career, in building your gift, in building your talent, in building whatever business, everything. In even building your muscle, your creativity. All right. It is the same way you're gonna do it. That is why if you want to know somebody, you have to watch what they are doing for themselves in life. What they are doing. Are they every day showing up? Are they consistent with what they're doing? That is how you know that this person is motivated. This person is, consistent. This person is disciplined in what they're doing, right? Great. That is just by the way, chosen one. This person thinks, oh, you are going to be needy, clinging on them. Oh, but everything has turned out for good, for your good now. And they are shedding tears. They are crying over you now because, yes, they lose you. You didn't lose them. They lose you. I'm telling you. Yes. You see, you know why? As they ignore you, thinking, oh, they're playing some psychological game on you, thinking, oh, you cannot live without them, thinking, oh, you're gonna come back begging, so that they will feel big, they'll feel like, yes, they are in control, they are controlling you. None of such things happen. And you know what happened? Something great happened in your life. And what happened in your life is that they taught you how to live without them. For number of days that they ignored you, for number of weeks that they ignored you, for number of months that they ignored you, for number of years that they've ignored you, they were unconsciously or consciously teaching you how to live without them, how to survive without them, how to cope without them, how to do things without them. Oh, yes, chosen one. In other words, they didn't know that as they ignore you, right, they were teaching you how to carry your own bucket of water, your own pot of water. And that is one most important thing in life. Being able to carry your own bucket of water or your own pot of water. If you can carry your own bucket of water or your own pot of water, chosen one, I'm telling you, that is it. You become independent. You become self-reliant. You will value each and every drop of it. That is one important thing. People that learn to carry their own bucket of water or their own pot of water value each and every drop of it because they know what it takes to fill that bucket or that pot. Oh, yes. And that is one thing about struggle. That is one thing about becoming independent. That is one thing about becoming self reliant. That is one thing about standing up for yourself and loving yourself and putting in effort to make things happen in your life. You will never regret it because you realize that you are powerful than you think. You are smarter than you imagine. You are courageous and bravery than you've ever thought of yourself. So you will be tapping into an inner power that is within you, that is so great, that is so mighty, that is going to change the course of your life. Oh, yes. And if you are able to dare to do one thing and you overcome or you achieve some level of success, you realize that, oh, so all this while I can do this for myself, all this while I'm strong like this, and I'm wasting my time, I'm wasting my years on this, that would develop some level of confidence inside of you. And you will begin to appreciate yourself and you will keep pushing the more, the more, the more, and more, and more, and more. And before you know, you are doing things for yourself. Before you know, you have grown. Before you know, you've leveled up. Before you know, you're doing great things in life. And I'm telling you, people are going to applaud you. People are going to love you. People are going to see you. People are going to see the greatness, the success that you've achieved. And people will love to be on your theme. Oh, yes, it may sound lonely as they ignore you, as you putting in the work, as you working behind the scene. It will seem lonely, but with time, when the results begin to show up, people love to follow successful people. People love to mingle with people that have achieved some level of success. If you don't achieve any success in life, nobody wants to be your friend. Scripture says the poor has no friends. Oh, yeah, nobody, even your own family, are going to reject you. Oh, yeah, they're going to betray you. When they are calling for meeting, they're not going to call you until you become successful. And they know that, yes, indeed, you can now contribute something significant to the table. Oh, yes, when people know that you cannot contribute anything significant to the table, what happens is that they are going to, cut you off. They're not even going to act as if you exist. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter what. Because they realize you cannot contribute anything. All right? And that is it. So, ignoring you is a blessing in disguise. I'm telling you, chosen one, if someone ignore you, don't get mad. Don't get desperate, needy, miserable. Focus on your life and check your life. What can I do for myself? What can I do to, level up? What can I do to become independent? What can I do to become, self-reliant? Right? Don't be thinking of revenge in order to attack them, in order to, tarnish their reputation. Or no. That is weakness. That is showing some level of weakness inside of you. When people ignore you, see it as a blessing in disguise and tell yourself, I am going to use this as a motivation. I'm going to use this as a catalyst, as a fuel, to fuel myself up, to inspire myself, to provoke me to level up, to, get to a different level altogether in life. And the moment you pose this challenge to yourself, I'm telling you, that is the best revenge. The best revenge is you becoming successful. The best revenge is you becoming your true and authentic self. The best revenge is you becoming financially independent. The best revenge is you becoming independent, self-reliant, doing things for yourself. Caring for yourself, loving yourself, knowing that the only love that is going to sustain you for the rest of your life is the love that you give to yourself and the love that you have for God, and not the love of any other person, but the love that you love yourself genuinely. I'm telling you, many people these days cannot face themselves. Many people are scared to face themselves. Many people are scared to be alone. Many people are scared. I'm telling you. That is why many people end up in, relationship that they are not supposed to end up in. That is why many people end up in toxic relationship. Oh yes, because they feel like, no, they are powerless. They are hopeless. There is nothing good inside of them. Right? But I tell you, if you sit up and face yourself, all right, you cherish your solitude, and you keep pondering over your life, you go silent, and you keep praying the more, working hard, I'm telling you, you are going to become so great. Oh yes, you are going to discover yourself. You are going to find yourself. You are going to see something inside of you that you've never ever come across. And the moment you tap into that power, I tell you, that is the beginning of a change. Everything is going to change. Level is going to change. Level is going to be like, level don't change now. Everything is going to be 10 over 10. Everything is 10 over 10 now. Oh yes, for you as a chosen one. So when someone ignores you, it is a blessing. Focus on your life. Focus on working on yourself to become successful. Focus on yourself and let them know that, yes, your greatness in life, your success in life, is not tied to their games, their psychological games that they are playing on you. It's not tied to their emotion. But your success in life, your greatness in life, is tied to the source, to God. Yes, and because God loves you unconditionally and God never gives up on you, you can do anything. You are what God says you are. You have what God says you have. You can do what God says you can do. Oh yes, and you are chosen and not forsaken. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Whether they love you in return or they don't, that is going to make you unstoppable. You ain't gonna stop because of ignoring you. No, but you are going to face yourself. Remember, you weren't born with anybody. We came separately. Even if you are twins in your mom's belly, you came out one after the other. And that is the same way we are going to go. Oh, yes, chosen one. So this life is all on you. Nobody owes you anything. And you also do not owe anybody anything. And remember, people can leave you at any point in time. Anything you are not born with can leave you at any point in time. So when this happened, you shouldn't be mad. You shouldn't be upset, because that is a principle of life. It is bound to happen, and such things has happened to people, and people has used it to level up. Oh yes, that is the benefit of pain. That is the benefit of going through some level of suffering, some level of depression, some level of trauma. Oh yes, it helps you to tap into a power that is within you. So don't be mad. Just face yourself. And when you start facing yourself, it's going to feel like, no, that is not you. Sometimes there is going to be boredom, there is going to be some level of pain. But I tell you, such pains are preparing way for your greatness. Oh yes, remember, pain is weakness leaving the body. Oh, I repeat, because some of you might have missed it. Pain is weakness leaving your body. There are people today, they don't want to go through the suffering. They don't want to go through pain. They want everything to be served to them, without any struggle for it. And when that happens, we become weak. We are not created to be weak. We are created to be strong. And what makes us strong is the suffering, is the challenges, is the tribulations. It's people, betraying us, people rejecting us, people looking down upon us, people abandoning us, people denying us. That is teaching us that, these people can leave, can disappoint us. They can leave us at any point in time. And the only person that is not going to leave us is our God, is your God and you yourself. So if you fail in life, you will end up disappointing yourself and disappointing your God. I'm telling you. So sometimes in life, God causes people to ignore you, to live your life. Oh, yes, so that you will learn to rely on God, so that you will learn to tap into this inner power, this great power that never runs dry, that is inside of you. Because inside of each and every chosen one is an awake, is a sleeping lion, or is a giant that you've not awake yet. And the moment you start to awake that giant, nobody is going to teach you how to know God. Nobody is going to teach you. You realize that indeed the true essence of God is inside of you, and you are a co-creator of your own realities, and you will start facing life for yourself, and that develop some level of bravery inside of you. I tell you, and when that begins to happen, you're going to be successful. You're going to be independent. You're going to be happy without people. And when they realize that you are happy without them, they begin to try to come back to your table. Oh, yes. That's how it is. Someone is crying over you now for ignoring you for days because you face yourself. You've worked on yourself. Now you are becoming successful. You are leveling up in life. And they are realizing that, yeah, something great is inside of you. There is a brighter future ahead of you. Your future is so bright, it's so huge. Oh, yes. You see, your future will always answer your critics if you keep on putting in the work to keep on changing yourself. I'm telling you, if someone ignores you, put in the work. Become creative by learning a skill or building some talent inside of you or some gift inside of you, right? Build it, or building some craft, right? Become creative at something. And I tell you, it's going to help you. That is one thing you got to do. When someone ignores you, put in the work to build some strength and muscle working out. It's going to help you to be emotionally stable, to be mentally stable, in order to not be depressed. Even when you feel depressed, you feel anxious, whatever, every day keep showing up. And I tell you, that discipline, you will pass on that discipline into your other endeavors. And before you know, you become successful at everything that you touch and do. Right? So, the next thing you got to do as a chosen one is to build your knowledge. Remember, knowledge is power. Oh, yes. The book of Proverbs answered that for us. Is that if you can learn and you can remember what you've learned, you are going to be successful. Remember, a reader today is a leader tomorrow. Oh, yes. So read anything. Your instincts, your intuition, that the spirit, the greater one that is living in you is telling you to read. Learn everything, and above all, learn from your experience as well. You can keep a journal and be jotting out things, be jotting out points, and I tell you, your life is never gonna be the same. Oh, yes. The next thing I will say is that you need to build your mindset, the rightful mindset. You see, there are some mindsets that are limiting, right? Break out, think abundance, feel abundance, believe abundance, and believe that sometimes in life, old structures needs to be removed for new ones to replace. So when someone abandoned you, when someone left you, when someone pulled away from you, remember, your best is yet to come. The right people are in your future, right? Great. The people that are supposed to help you, to support you, to grow, to level up, you've not even met them yet. They are in your future. The right lover, the person who is going to love you for who you are, is in your future. So why crying over a sport milk? Focus on your future. Your best is yet to come. Tell yourself that. Have that sort of mindset. And I tell you, you'll realize that, there is going to be hope for the future. Remember, Having a positive mindset, being disciplined, love, choosing peace, having wisdom, understanding of all these things are riches. Having hope, having faith are forms of riches. And that, when you follow, it's going to help you become more successful. And I tell you, for sure, they will see you and they will regret ignoring you, because you have turned it all to your highest good. Right? Stop living in self-pity. Stop living as a victim. You are a victor and not a victim. You are the head and not the tail. You are an achiever and not a failure. Right? You are a conqueror. You are not someone born to bow. No, that is not you. Right? Great. Tap into your power. And I tell you, great things are going to happen in your life. And you will be glad that they even did that to you. And you will understand the reason why God allowed that to happen. Oh yes, just someone. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video. See you in my next video. I'm out for now. Peace.